Hey guys, I'm Mr. Blue from Techno Geek Reviews Productions. Sorry about my stuttering, and I got a new look, guys. Brand spanking new look. I look like Biker Angus. Still using my typical Mr. Blue look. Today I am reviewing the. Probably look so crappy because I've had this for years. The first Thor movie. I will be overanalyzing and critiquing that movie. So get your pants ready and a bunch, because this film's gonna get breaking down by a typical geek. With Thor Ragnarok, the fun team-up, buddy cop, intergalactic comedy coming out soon, let's take a look back at the foundation of Marvel Phase 1. This film is but one piece of the build-up to the comic fans' wet dreams, the Avengers film. A downplayed Norse mythology film. Back in 2011, when it came to cinema, it was fresh for its time. Us geeks, movie-wise, only saw on the MCU a flying suit guy, a hulking thriller. Say what you will about Marvel. Both every film they managed to both make one of the films that feel like a solo film and a sequel at the same time. Back then, when Agent Coulson was referenced and Tony with his destroyer introduction scene in the midsection of this film, geeks were happy just to hear the mere mention of Tony in the same universe. These days, MCU characters cross over practically all the time. Back then it was special, just the mere reference of Captain America First Avenger at the mid-post-credit scene with the cube for Avengers. In 2011, we didn't overanalyze every trailer that came out shot by shot. This film did wonders because it took years until Marvel did street level heroes to do human level villains. Prior to the Netflix time and let's say Vulture and Spider-Man Homecoming, Loki was like a rare, well done villain. So it was rare to do a human villain. We only got angry generals or heroes fighting their mirror self. Loki will still be one of the great villains and that's very human in the Thor films. I don't know about Thor Ragnarok because I have not seen that yet. The film is about a hero learning to let go of pride. The difference from killing all frost giants and diplomacy. In the film, he goes from a mean demigod among mortals, losing his hammer, to being banished, to learning to care about humanity and grace. Thor trusts Odin. I don't see it in this film. I don't know why he trusts Odin, but fiction character and me are two separate things. I mean, greatness and ugly honor can be at throne will and forever have them each other's throats. Odin says a line in this film that makes Thor and Loki not get along. I'm not going to pretend I know all of the characters in Thor. The only time I read a Thor comic was when he appeared in the Deadpool trade. He's a warrior trying to fight all the wars because that's how he was raised upon. He learned to see gods in people. He relearns that lesson when he tries to pull that hammer and he's unable to lift it, and Hawkeye makes a cameo. I chuckled at his cameo and fears, and oh, Thor can eat a whole box of Pop-Tarts? So can I. Huh. You gotta top that, yo, Chris Hemsworth. But back then, Chrissy boy, I already said that. The romance between Thor and Jane is well done. We'll come to learn how flustered by each other. It makes sense. He's God of War. I mean, look at them biceps. I mean, I'm not gay, but look at them biceps. And I'm a straight guy, mind you. I mean, I could be gay, I don't know. In all seriousness, this is a very therapeutic nurse kind of relationship, kind of client relationship. Mainly Jane being intrigued because she keeps hitting Thor with her car in most of the film. Thor teaches her the different takes on science, Thor being truth to live among people. Darcy is the great side character. She's not quite Jar Jar Binks. She's more of a tolerable Felicity. That's the best I could sum it up. And she's less of a punchline. Wait until the sequel. That's when she becomes the punchline. Loki's turn is believable in this film, and by his turn, he gets the short end of the stick in most of the film, generally, and the plot-wise in the film. I buy Selvig's honor to Jane and his belief in science and magic. I mean, most scientists are Catholic these days anyway. Neil deGrasse Tyson, anybody? It's a bit plot convenient that he finds the right book when he looks for it. And I love Stanley's cameo with a bunch of rednecks. I mean, who wouldn't want to grab a ham? Oh, my ham. Hey, John boy. Let's get a beer and let's see who can lift this ham. I love that scene in the first Thor film, and it's believable being in the earth that people would think that. And the symbol of Thor's hammer being put upon Loki, that he's unable to lift it, and he will never be able to lift it or be worthy. Get away from him in real life, and it's believable. And I gush at the scenes where Loki and Thor are trying to convince one another of their ideologies, and by Loki turns upon him, unknown kind, trying to impress Odin. In retrospect, Loki's death at the end loses its thunder after Avengers, Sword of the Dark World, but the film remains a cinematic classic. I still buy Thor's somber tone in his eyes, and it still remains the energy to convince Jane as pre-Hydra shield takes Jane's word. I buy Jane trying to help Thor with his crazy act that he does in the film because pre-Hydra shield gets in the way. Thor and Loki lie to one another, and they keep tricking one another in this one. I have not complained much in this review. I have seen great deal many more Marvel Cinematic Universe movies down the line. I would have ranked this higher had there not been more MCU movies that we've had. This film is about betrayal and the gambit for royalty. The film is also has S.H.I.E.L.D. learn the following steps that they're going to learn in Avengers, and they're more bag and ragtag in this film. This film I rate 7 out of 10. It's okay, it's not bad, but it's alright with its message and themes it conveys. Hey guys, that was my review of Thor 2011. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like button down below, subscribe. I have a lot more Thor reviews planned this week. Sword of the Dark Road, I've written reviews, I might do that too. And after I see Thor Ragnarok, I'll write up a review for it. Thanks for watching.